Oh, hello there. Welcome to 9425 Turnberry Drive, located in the wonderful Avenel community in Potomac, Maryland. We're located just outside Washington, D.C., about a 20 minutes drive. I'm here trying to improve my golf game with my caddy, Ned. The Rich team has completely abandoned our real estate pursuits, and I'm trying golf. So based on this, I should probably stick to real estate. Well, with that, we have a wonderful townhouse to show you here in Avenel. In just a moment, we'll take you on a tour, and we hope you enjoy it. Oh, hello there. I just got back from playing 18 here at Avenel. Let me just put my club away, and we've got a wonderful home for you to tour today. This home is 3 bedrooms with 2 additional bonus spaces that can be used as bedrooms in a pinch. This has tons of space, one of the larger townhouse models in the area, and we're so delighted to share it with you. So as you enter here, you have a wonderful foyer. We have excellent millwork that I'll point out throughout this home. And it's really just a wonderful space to take advantage of entertaining, enjoying some of the greenery that we have. This is really a little oasis, just located right off the 9th hole. So as you walk down, we have a sunken living room, which provides lots of great space for formal entertaining, welcoming guests. It really connects the foyer into the living room, which really adds to the ambiance here. We have obviously these 3 lovely wood windows that were replaced around 2015. So all the windows in this home are newer. We have hardwood floors here as well, just some of the wonderful upgrades that we have in this home. And then moving right through the living room, we come into the dining room. So the dining room easily accommodates seating for 10. I think Thanksgiving, you could fit 12 if you needed to. And obviously with the living room being right here, you can spill and do overflow for entertaining large guests, which is just a wonderful addition to the layout here. So coming up into the dining room, moving through the dining room, we have a service door moving to the kitchen. So we have this pocket door here, which provides a little bit of privacy if you, say, are doing a catered event and you want to have the catering a little bit separated from where you're entertaining. But then also you can leave it open if you're wanting to have people be able to flow nicely into the kitchen from the dining room. So when we make it into the kitchen, you'll notice we have hardwood cabinetry throughout. We have granite countertops. We have this very spacious 48-inch KitchenAid built-in refrigerator. As you may know from previous videos, I'm partial to a built-in refrigerator. They really do look lovely, and it really makes it feel a part of the kitchen, as opposed to, you know, the counter depth ones. They look nice, they fit, but you still get little gaps here and there, and you avoid that here with a nice built-in. You have double wall ovens as well if you're interested in doing a lot of cooking. So you can be warming food, prepping food, and then obviously cooking something larger like a roast or a turkey. Microwave, as well as a recently replaced KitchenAid refrigerator. The kitchen opens up into multiple spaces here. You have a breakfast room, and then you also have a living room, which we'll show you in a second. And then we also have a JennAir cooktop, all gas, for cooking and searing and all those wonderful things that you want to do as part of cooking. We have cabinetry with glass inlay. And in the spirit of entertaining, if you look up, which it's hard to show on video, but there are speakers in the ceiling here as well, in addition on the master bedroom, just to provide a little bit more ambiance if you're looking to entertain. So we walk in here, we have a lovely, lovely breakfast room with windows on 2 sides. These windows open into this large porch, which we'll go out to in a second. And these lovely casement windows are screened, which provides you with a lot of natural light and a lot of fresh air should you want it. So moving through the kitchen into the family room. So this is a little bit of a less formal space. The less formal space is ideal for watching TV. That's what these folks had over the fireplace. And you can entertain, you can have people. It's really a nice room that immerses you from the kitchen to the breakfast room to the living room. And so what I think this house does well is you sort of have 2 primary spaces. So you have the space that we're in here in the rear of the home, And then you have the space that we toured just a few minutes ago in the front of the home. And both of those spaces have rooms that are intertwined with each other so that you have a lot of room should you want to entertain large guests, or should you need to separate a little bit and get some divvied up spaces for, say, kids over here and formal adults over there, depending on what you're doing. You also see we have built-ins in this family room for books and storage as well. And then from the family room, we lead you right out onto a screened-in porch. The screened-in porch has a ceiling fan, which is nice. It also, being that it has walls on 3 sides, does keep a little bit of the sun and the heat down. And then we have this lovely brick patio for the flooring of the screen-in porch, which I really like it when they step it one step better than doing concrete, doing brick or another form of hardscape. And then when you come out of there, you come onto this terrace. Which has lovely landscaping, and again continues the brick theme out with the hardscaping. One of the nice things about being in Avenel is all of the landscaping and all of the maintenance is all included in part of the monthly fee. So you don't even have to worry about maintaining the greenery and such. And one of the great things that Avenel did here when they built this community is they built these lovely berms to provide a little bit of separation from the golf course, which is actually right behind us. And it just makes you not feel like you're in a townhouse or a big community. It really makes you feel like you have your own little yard oasis, giving you a lot of privacy, and also it's just really quiet. Every time we've toured here, you just get to take advantage of the birds and the greenery and all the lovely things that the community has built. And that's something really special about Avenel. So with that, we'll exit the outdoor terrace here. We'll come back into the home and we'll take you on a tour of the upstairs. So here we are on the upper level. We actually have 3 levels on this home in addition to the basement. So we're on the first level, which has all the bedrooms. So as you come up, you again have hardwood floors carried up into both of these bedrooms. So you have a nice bedroom here, which our folks use as an office, but you could obviously use it as a bedroom if you'd like. Again, plenty of space, nice little closet here, gets a lot of sunlight from the window. This house gets a ton of sun, which is one of the great features of where this house is placed within the cul-de-sac of these homes. And then moving through this one bedroom, you have a second bedroom, and this is a much more spacious bedroom for, say, actually having kids or guests, or really, this is the bedroom that most people are going to use if they're only looking for 2 bedrooms, and they're going to use that first bedroom as an office. You have twin closets here, which connect all the way through. And then with that in mind, there's a full bath right here in the hub between the 2 bedrooms, which is great so that it's not a big walk. There's not a lot of noise in the middle of the night should someone need to get up, and a linen closet is just to the left. So this home was built in the 80s, which gives it more of a modern feel. We live a little bit more the way we live today versus some of the homes we've toured that were built in the 60s or the 20s or even the 1800s. So with that, we do have an upstairs laundry, which is wonderful. So we have full-size dryer, full-size washer, so that when you're doing clothing and those sort of things, you don't have to go all the way down to the basement. And we have additional storage just to the left. So with that, we'll come into the owner's suite. So in the owner's suite, just as you come in, you have really wonderful high cathedral ceilings. You have a great closet here with lots of alpha built-in storage. So you've got racks, you've got storage for hanging things, you have baskets and such for storing folded clothes. It's really a really thoughtful build out, and you also have a lot of light in here, which is something I'm really partial to in a closet. So moving just outside there, we come into this wonderful owner's suite. So we have a large cathedral ceilings. You can hear a little bit of the echo in my voice. So this obviously accommodates a king-size bed with no problem. You can do dressers should you need additional storage. And then you have an additional sitting room here, just off of the bedroom, which again has windows on two sides, tons of natural light really being a theme. And again, when we talk about the topography of how they made Avenel and how they position these homes within the community, again, we're already on the second story, but you don't feel like you're really exposed. You still feel like you're a little bit immersed within the trees and within nature. And so the landscape architecture in here is extremely thoughtful and something that definitely should be pointed out. Before you see one of my favorite features, which you're sort of seeing right now, but we won't talk about it yet. We'll talk a little bit about the bathroom. So in the owner's suite, again, we have speakers in here, and then we also have speakers in the actual bath. We have twin vanity, a jetted tub, as well as a shower. And a separate water closet for a little bit of privacy. So now, we tried to obscure it from you, but we can't do it anymore. We're gonna move outside to one of the great features that I'm partial to. I did this in my own house because I love this idea. So on a nice day, obviously if you just want a little bit of fresh air, you open the door, let fresh air in. That's not much different than having a window, but you go through the door and you have this upper terrace, which is obviously just wonderful. So it's sitting right above, and again, we can talk a little bit about that landscape architecture, where it is nice and quiet, nice and peaceful, and pretty private here, even though right behind the berm is the golf course. And it's just a wonderful place to just relax. So I'll let you guys lead yourself on the tour of the rest of the home. I'm gonna stay here and relax, like I said, and I'll talk to you later. It's been fun. So we're on the third floor, which is the uppermost level here on Turnberry Drive. So here you can see different models have done different things with these spaces, but in here is where I say that you could theoretically make it a fourth bedroom. Technically, it's not really a fourth bedroom because we don't have a second means of egress, so there is no window, but we do have the added benefit of having a skylight here. So this could be a playroom, this could be a gym if you wanted. It could also be an unofficial guest room if you want. You have two skylights here. We have attic access should you want additional storage. And then in addition, we have closets, a cedar closet, which what a great thing to have when storing clothes here in the humid Washington, D.C. It just keeps your clothes a lot fresher as they weather the summer before we get out into the winter. And that closet continues all the way to this side as well. So it really has a ton of space with your storage. In addition, up here we do have air conditioning and heat. So sometimes when we see third floors that are finished, sometimes the air conditioning and heat are not really carried up here, but we do have AC and heat up here as well as a separate return. So it does stay quite lovely in the summers. It's about 90 degrees outside today, and it's absolutely wonderful in here. And then you also have a pocket door if you want a little bit of privacy for guests. So with that, we're gonna go down to the lowest level in the basement, take a quick tour there, and then wrap up some of the wonderful features here on Turnberry. Here we are on the lowest level of Turnberry Drive. I was enjoying the sun, working on my golf game, but I've taken some time because we have a wonderful space down here to share, because a lot of times basements are not always so great. But here, one of the first things you'll notice as you come down here is that we do have really tall ceilings. So these ceilings are at least 9 feet tall. And we have lots of storage as well. So we had storage on the third floor like we showed you before, just in the eaves outside of that finished space, and then we have additional storage down here. So we have a utility room which houses the hot water heater and the HVAC, as well as additional gas line plumbing should you want to utilize it. Coming out of there, we have a full bath here, just if you're down here working out, enjoying some time, we're having guests socializing down here. We have a full bath in case anybody needs to use the shower, use the bathroom, it's all here. And then moving from there, we have an additional utility room as well, which is much more substantial. And we have a passive radon abatement. We have a sump pump system, so we don't have to worry so much about water coming in when it rains. We have the electrical, the water intake, as well as a wash sink should you need to wash something and let it hang dry, which is not always something that you see when you have that upper laundry. So it's one of those things to look out for. When you have upstairs laundry, a lot of times you don't end up with a sink up there, and then you don't necessarily think to put one down here. And if you need to do hand washing or anything, it can be a little bit tricky. So this is wonderful that we have a sink down here. So then from there, we have two really great spaces here. So the first space is this nice room, again, which can be an office, it could be a studio, it could be a workout room. And one of the cool things they did here is we have this window here. So you don't feel so much like you're actually in an interior room of the house, which you are, but you have this window here to give you a little bit of this perception of light, and a curtain is here if you want it. And one of the things that I sort of chuckle at is we've actually sold homes where there hasn't even been the window and just the curtain, and it really does a lot to make you feel like you're in a bedroom when you're not technically in a bedroom. There is a closet as well to, again, give that illusion if you want to house guests in here as well. And then we come into the main recreation space. The main recreation space, again, really tall ceilings. And then we also have beam ceilings to just get a little bit of an architectural detail to it. And then one of the nice things about this is that the basement is not just one big box. And so with that, it gives you a little bit of separation of spaces. If you want to house a TV over here, you could put it on the wall. I could see people creating two separate rooms where they have maybe a little bit more of a reading room or toys, and then having a big entertaining wall here in all this wonderful rec space. So with that, we conclude our tour of 9425 Turnberry Drive, located here in Avenel. This home also has recently undergone a roof replacement, which is great. These homes do have a cedar shake roof, so they require a little bit of maintenance, but fortunately, this roof has been perfectly maintained because it's brand new. This home also does feature a one-car garage as well as two-car parking in front, and it's just a wonderful example of some of the great homes they have to offer here in Avenel. With that, it was great seeing you. If you have any questions about that home, please feel free to contact us, and we look forward to seeing you on the next one.
It's in the hole, it's in the hole.